It's important to find what you need and what you're good at and what eye did God give you.
I got into it with like another soldier, and it was over a female, right?
That money is the lowest exchange of frequency we can give each other. Yeah.
All right, I'm recording whenever you want to start.
Oh, shit.
For real, brother?
Hold up. I ain't even get the BTS.
Oh, guys, did you give me that shot from behind the camera, man? I need that, bro.
What's behind the camera, like, with everything
like,
up? Okay.
Like, so it's like...
Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. You might put in behind the scenes.
Peace to the God. Let's go. Oh, man, this bio is...
Can you do it real
fast? Like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you saw my little reel I did? That's why I be wanting it. That's how I said, see?
I got you.
Hold on,
We're
did you
back.
get it?
It's another episode of... It's another episode of...
Are you recording or are you taking a picture?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Get us out the way.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and start.
Okay, but hold on. I just want you to get this shot right here.
Yeah.
It feel like a minute since we've been up in here, right?
Been gone for a minute now. I'm back at the chopper.
All right.
Deep breaths.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We back at it again, back better than ever, always. It's Prince, and this is another episode of For the Culture. You know who it is we got in the house right here?
Hey, it's your girl, Lene Gray, and welcome back, y'all.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Today's episode is a very special episode, right? The person that we have on today, I mean, her resume, her accolades, all of that, like, it's gonna tell you, or it's gonna give you a beautiful picture of who this young lady is that we have in the house with us today, right? This bio is kind of long, right? But I feel like if I shortened it, I'd be doing her a disjustice. So I'm gonna take my time and read this bio. Don't y'all be laughing at me out there reading this evening.
It's all love.
But today we have Miss Beverly Hills, Beverly Terrella.
H-E-A-L-S.
Right? Did I pronounce that right?
Yes.
But hold up, you gotta tell them it's Hills, H-E-A-L-S. All right.
She got it.
That's your moniker on Instagram too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But look, so Miss Beverly Hills, right, is a Bronx-born Afro-Latina powerhouse whose journey embodies resilience, creativity, and purpose. Renowned for her artistic expression through fashion, eloquent words of encouragement, unshakable authenticity, Beverly uses her voice to inspire others to uncover their inner power, embrace self-awareness, and connect deeply with their spiritual essence. Her wisdom, and I mean her wisdom because she definitely has wisdom, is rooted in life of extraordinary service and transformation, a distinguished combat veteran. Let's go. Beverly has honorably served her country, earning recognition for her excellence in leadership and commitment to uplifting those around her. Her decorated service includes roles as a Navy engineer in 2013, an instructor, and master training specialist in 2018. a testament to her unwavering dedication and ability to prosper despite pressure. A trailblazer beyond the uniform, Beverly ventured into entrepreneurship, launching a thriving thrift clothing business in 2020, reflecting her creative spirit and commitment to substantially academically. She earned her cum laude and a bachelor's of arts in psychology and is currently pursuing a doctorate in clinical psychology. Her mission is to break systematic barriers while servicing a marginalized and underrepresented communities. As a woman of color in this field, she is fostering space that honors cultural respect, psychological safety, and spiritual growth. Beverly's work is rooted in her belief that everyone possesses limitless potential. She encourages others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery, reminding them that success lies not in perfection, but in the courage to try to practice and to own their truth. A true visionary and energy shifter, Beverly inspires those around her to awaken their power, live authentically, and step boldly into their light. Her current favorite Latin phrase is.
Let me read it because
got
it is spelt a certain way. But
I mean, I could have said. I thought you
primum
wanted to.
non nocer, which is first do no harm.
Hold on, say that one more time.
Primum non nocer.
Means do no harm.
Yes, first do no harm.
Wow. Let's just start with that right there.
Yes.
Why that phrase, which seems so beautiful, right? First, do no harm. What does that mean to you?
So immediately, where I am now, I think about it from a personal lens of first do no harm as it pertains to me and practicing self-awareness for myself. That way, when it comes to my work and all that I do, I'm able to provide that for others as well, both spiritually and psychologically, and then physically as well. Because when working with us as people, we're so multi-layered and multi-dimensional, right? So we may think we're doing something or we're doing something right, but first do no harm. When I read that, I said, okay, this is deep. This is something I need to remember on a day-to-day basis in both my psychological work and in my regimen, right? My own personal regimen. And thank you. That was a beautiful read.
Yeah, I did good.
You did that.
Wow, yeah, I mean,
I almost shed a tear.
I'm educated.
I
you
told
know?
him, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen, I almost shed a tear.
The brother can read. Yeah, not just a what is it, Dr.
powerful.
Seuss book either. You know what I'm saying?
We might have a Dr. Prince
come
in the house.
come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So happy to
you
be
know
here.
What I mean? You was over there sniggling?
Nah.
Were you side-eyeing me over there while I was reading? Oh yeah?
I was proud. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I seen a smirk over there on Gabby's face though.
I saw a little
While
tear
he's behind the
too.
camera.
She was feeling it.
Yeah. It's like, dang, you go.
But look though, for real, like,
What's up?
what were you reading when you found that Latin phrase? Or did you see that somewhere?
I did. I was researching. I couldn't tell you exactly when. This was years ago. When I decided I want to study. I wanted to get into the whole doctoral program. I might have been writing a paper or something like that. And I said, wait a minute, this is big because, you know, this is a stigmatized field in itself. And if y'all think back to how psychology got started, it wasn't for us, right? We were looked at as the guinea pigs when it came to psychology. So I was like, I need to talk about this, or I need to at least adapt it to my practice, right? Wow, that's what I remember about that quote and that saying.
Stuck with you though. Stuck with you for a reason too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in you know, anything happening for no reason or coincidences. I think everything is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And that quote and what you're applying in life from reading that is definitely a reason. You're implementing it out here. You know what I'm saying? So, but today's episode is about unlocking the human potential. You know, how do we do that?
Yeah.
You know, how do we have the right energy to be able to achieve these things? Because people don't know, like, not having the right type of energy or the right mindset can affect your day to day. You know, I'm gonna say, well, why is it important? Do you think, right? Why is it important to unlock your human potential, and why is having the right energy of importance while doing it? Like, why? What do you think in your own words? Right?
So to me, unlocking my human potential is looked at by first making that choice to have a standard or to live at a certain standard or have a certain expectation. And throughout our journeys, I think people, events, or ideas are what show us or give us that reflection of where we're at in unlocking our unlimited potential or our human potential. So remind me of that second question, the second portion again.
The second portion.
Why is it important to
have the right energy?
The right energy, because again, as people, we're naturally influenced by our environment and our surroundings. And so what does that mean when we have a certain type of people around us or a certain type of darkness? And darkness is always good, so I don't like using that word as a negative inclination, because we need to go into darkness to reflect, right?
This is true.
And learn our human potential. So I take it with grace as well. I like to remind myself and other people that living up to our human potential or our best selves or our highest selves, I think the kids are saying now, is also showing yourself compassion, so you could choose and make that decision daily. Like,
this is a fact.
If I need to move around, if I need to adjust myself, if I can adjust myself, what does that space look like for me? Even if it's bound to four walls, right? But it's so important to protect your energy, essentially, but not protect it to the extent where you're blocking out your lessons. Because y'all know we learn from those.
It's a fact. I mean, I like what you said too about the darkness thing, about like not thinking about darkness in a negative light. Because everything that happens, all creativity happens in the dark, right? In darkness, right? When you have a thought about creating something or doing something or bringing something to existence, it starts here. It starts in darkness, right? When we're coming into the world, when we're being formed inside of our mother's womb, that's in darkness, and then we come out to the light, right? But everything that's being done creatively happens in the dark, right? I heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, and when I was reading about, talking about like how God brought himself into existence and different things, and all of that happened in the womb of the universe in darkness. So I resonate with that, man. And you also saying, I feel like you're saying with that too, you got a dream, right? or you got something that you feel you need to do, you have to protect that. And you're protecting it here because that thought comes here. But if you have the wrong people around you or the wrong type of energy, it could block that creativity that you're trying to bring out into existence. So, you know, I'm feeling that like it's very important to have, like the great Nip Hustle said, right? He said, if you're looking at your circle, right, and it's no growth, and you seeing negative things, right, that you don't have a circle, you got a cage. So, you know, it's very important for us to make sure that we got the right type of people. Like, we're not bringing anybody on this show that ain't got the right energy. You feel me?
Nope.
Like, this is like, I always shout out to brother 19 Keys, but I love what he doing on this platform with having high level conversations. It's only high level conversations that need to be taking place. That's where we need to be at this day and time. It's too much low frequency BS that's going on.
Yeah, and I was going to add to that point too of when you said about the darkness. I thought about it in this way. It's like, you know, when we go through things and we have those like dark times, like through those times, you know, something beautiful comes after that. You know, sometimes you do have to go through those things to become, you know, who you're going to be, or just to understand your what's it called? Like your not your destiny, but your purpose.
Yes.
So I like that. I like what you said. And yeah, your circle matters. Like I always say, if you're the what's that saying? If you're the smartest person in your circle, like you need to get out of that circle
That's a
because
fact.
you have to
more.
constantly grow. So how can you grow if you're the smartest person in, you know, your circle?
I might be the dumbest one in my circle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know I ain't dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
But I mean, so what does it take for you to get there, to have yourself grounded, to have the right energy? What do you do? Like, how do you get there?
It sounds like we getting into the gems.
Drop.
And as y'all were talking, I was also thinking, because part of this is listening to myself and listening to others. So as I answered that last question, I was like, the darkness, and listening to y'all and your interpretation of it. And to me, I also take it back to a lower level, which is your sleep. And in our culture, I feel like it's not talked about enough because our sleep is such a requirement, both physically and spiritually. When we dream or when we wake up, we are at our most vulnerable state. But while we're sleeping, not only are we breaking down the foods and everything else that's going on inside of us, but we are literally able to manifest in our sleep. We're giving our brains a moment to lock in and even sometimes release. I would have to do more research to quote me, y'all. Don't be quoting me completely. But no, in all seriousness,
I be moving things in my sleep. In my mind.
It's real. What you go to bed thinking about, how you go to bed. They say don't go to bed angry or fighting. I'm sure with studies we can prove what that does. So that's a big one for me. I'm learning to navigate not being a multitasker or a strong woman, right? Who's up and ruminating and overthinking too hard and too much. That way I can sleep well and we can get into that deep sleep that's necessary to conjure up these dreams and goals and ideas.
So do you ever have a problem with like, you know, some nights you find yourself where you've been able to, you've had a great day, the energy has been right for you, you go home, you sleep peacefully. But what about the days where, you know, somebody wants to throw your energy off a little bit? How do you center yourself again? How do you, like, when you get home, like, if you just a little bit disturbed from that day, like, how do you get yourself back into What's your routine to get
Yeah.
yourself back
That's
to
a
where
good
you need to
question.
be,
Yeah.
so that you can have that good night's
Yeah.
rest?
If I'm being honest, in that moment, I don't allow anybody to take that power from me. And I take that serious. So before I get home, although I may feel sad or I may feel nostalgic, right? Because we're human. I make sure that that power stays with me. So when I get home, I'm able to sage, I'm able to pray, I'm able to cry, and release maybe what is still pent up from that day or that interaction that was heavy. Once again, a big thing that I feel like in our culture we're not able to discuss or talk about. And these gems are real simple. It may look like making yourself a glass of tea, or taking in a special herb, that stimulates us or softens our heart.
Is that what you do?
I do. I do.
What's some of them herbs?
I'll get into some. Well, for one, it's supplement based. I would do my vitamin D, my vitamin Bs.
Okay.
Because
some people like to smoke a little weed.
My kava root.
But
I don't do weed, y'all, but my kava root. Kava root. A lot of our wood and bark herbs play a role in our brains and our bodies. But a lot of it is real. I want to say it's based on our choice. And we have to really, really understand our power.
Yeah.
Aside from the supplements, because the supplements work and they don't want us to know they work.
Talk about it.
Okay? That whole vitamin D, vitamin B, that is real because we're not taking that in. We like to eat. So I'm a Taurus. I like to eat. So I may not be taking in all these supplements in our food like they say we are, right? So those are some gems. Aside from taking care of yourself spiritually, hugging yourself, literally, physically touching yourself, we don't have enough of that either. A lot of the times I catch myself not literally holding space for myself physically, whether that's, adding lotion on after a shower and telling your body it's okay, telling your nervous system it's okay to release what it is that came to you that day or that week.
Yeah.
And our nervous system is listening.
Yeah, maybe I should try that.
Get you
hugging
some.
myself.
Right.
Literally. Let's all
I'll
do
be looking
it.
for somebody to hug me.
Right. Do it
Yeah,
yourself.
maybe I should do it
And
myself.
that matters.
Yeah.
Asking your spouse, asking your roommate, of course you have good energy in your home. So yeah, we have to tap into those circles for real, intimately.
This is true.
And trust that has a scientific impact on us, because it does.
Yeah.
This is true.
And I like what you said, like talking to yourself, like your nervous system, like the power of the tongue. I believe in it, like speaking, so like telling yourself it's okay, calm down.
Yes, we need that.
That's a fact.
We need that. We need that. We need that. Crying again can release.
Yeah, and it's okay to cry, because people feel
bad.
like that's a thing. It's like, no, let it go. It's okay to, release. Yeah,
It's so necessary.
It is.
for sure.
Speak that thing into existence, man. Tell yourself you're okay.
Yeah,
Tell
and you
yourself-
will be okay.
I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
I stand in the mirror and I just be like, yo,
You're gonna be
I'm the
alright.
man.
What you say? Say it.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Little affirmation.
You the God. You a God, man.
Mm,
Straight up. Like,
yeah.
act accordingly, man.
Mm-hmm.
You drooping your head, God's don't hold their heads
Right.
down.
Pick
Hold
your
your head
head
up,
up.
man. You know what I'm saying? That's how
We could
I
cry
talk to
high.
myself for
Yeah.
real. I sometimes I go home and I give my son a hug, he fighting me.
He don't.
My dad, he don't know what he doing for me.
How is that? Because he doesn't know what it does for his little nervous system either.
It's a fact.
And y'all exchanging that.
This is a fact.
Yeah.
This is a fact. I mean, I think that's something that needs to be taught in our culture, man. For real. And you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important.
Yeah.
More and more people need to catch on to this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I hope that the people that you're teaching, they're taking it back, implemented in their homes and the children that you work with and different things like that. This Dr. Beverly too.
Hey, thank
you know what I'm
you,
saying?
thank you.
Let me take it back to that. And this is Dr. Beverly.
Speaking.
First and foremost.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's special to be able to be called in the line of work that you're in. You know what I'm saying? So I know that it probably gets, I don't know, I want to speak for you, but does it get hard sometimes because you're taking on other people's energy? Some of the people that you're coming in contact with probably don't always have the best of spirit.
Yeah.
Right?
It gets hard. I'd be lying if I said it was filled with rainbows and wrapped up in a red ribbon. Because I like to think we come across people as gods or unaware that they're gods. That's it. I really don't believe in bad or good people or evil or, yeah. I believe that we're gods and then some of us are just not aware of it.
This is a fact.
There's gods in all of us. So when it gets heavy, I extend them grace the same way I would extend myself grace, the same way God extends us grace. I pray. I find myself praying a lot for others. And that's something new I implemented recently because, again, it gets heavy. It gets heavy listening to stories and learning that it's not my job to save anybody. It's not my job to protect people or shield them. Who said it? Kendrick said it. I am not your savior. But I am in a position of power, just like all of us are. So I extend compassion. I extend grace. I keep my standard high. But I also remind people that they're their own savior. So that pressure doesn't weigh down on me too much.
Yeah.
And it's been working, y'all. It's been working.
That's good. I might need to implement
I was
that
about to
in my
say,
life because
there's so many people that like expect you to save them, and they blame you if you can't help them.
And sometimes we may not even recognize it until it's like, okay, we here. How are we gonna? What choice are we about to make? You know.
I probably done lost some relationships behind that.
Okay, so you decide you chose to protect your aura. Yeah. Okay. Did you let them know that? Or it was more of like cutting cords?
Yeah, because, I'm just being honest with you. You know, we don't do no name dropping, but I done had people that's done borrow money from me, right? And, people see you in certain situation or a certain position, right? And they looking at like, oh, he got it. So, let me call him or trying to, and a few times, I do have that conflicts that I deal with. I feel like because I'm in a certain position sometimes that if I can do it, that I should do it, right? Because I hate to see people down, and if I can help, I will. But I'm learning now that it can get out of control.
Absolutely.
I can't help everybody. I can't save everybody. I mean, what I can do is, what my goal is to create situations that will be able to
Help them.
help. You know what I mean? But that's my way. But like, I got a son at home that need me. You know what I'm saying? So like, taking care of grown people ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So like, when somebody let somebody borrow money and they talk about they gonna pay it back or give it back, and I ain't heard nothing from you in months or a year, right? And it's like, and you ain't reached out and said nothing. It's like, okay, well, I know where this relationship at. You know what I'm saying? So it just cost me this amount of money to pay you to go ahead and remove yourself from my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
And
it
we
cost
lost
me.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just realized that too. Like, it's not for me to save everybody. Like, I think mostly my whole life I was always trying to help people. Like, oh, I gotta help. But it was like draining to me because I was helping them more than I was helping myself. So I just realized, like, no, you don't have to, and it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be okay.
We just tapped into another gem, right? That I didn't even think to mention. And how I put it is, for those that maybe feel uncomfortable with saying no, is I often tell people and family and friends and loved ones that money is the lowest exchange frequency we can give each other. Money is for us to get, like, and pass around and make work for us.
Yep.
So I often rephrase and redefine that exchange. So, like Prince just said, you know, I'd rather do this, and what can we do this way?
Yeah.
Or what can you do that way? Because that is the lowest means of exchange and lowest frequency of exchange.
I agree.
You know, what else can we do? Okay. So that's a way that I kind of have that conversation, that tough conversation when you want to give and help friends. And they're directly asking you for funds.
Yeah, and it's like, you know,
it puts you in a weird space.
It does. It
so
does.
Hopefully that helps.
And I'd rather you come to me and be like, yo, can I have this?
Yeah, what can I do?
You know, can I have it? Because I may not be able to
or
pay
be
it
direct.
back.
Right,
Okay.
you know,
You know what I
if
mean?
you know you don't have,
But
it's not even meant to come back.
yeah,
honestly.
can I have it?
So,
and can you show me not how to be in this position again?
Yeah.
Or I have a plan.
yeah. Or can
not
we
to be
sit
in
down
this
for 30
situation
minutes
again.
and create a blueprint?
Yeah, like come on, that's how we, you know.
Yeah.
That's how we keep relationships. That's how we grow within
There you go.
relationships. Like I'm gonna respect you more with being able to say that. I know, you know, people have pride.
I was
Right?
about to say that's easier said.
I was about to say men have pride.
And that's why that
ego.
I was about to
conversation
say
I
that,
had.
but I would have been telling y'all
We
that it
all
was a
do.
man that borrowed money from me.
No, we all do. We all do.
It's pride, but it's some people are just lazy.
Yeah.
They don't want to learn
Yeah.
how to get. They want you to just give it to them, and it's like.
And they sit too comfortable in their ego.
You can
but
tell a
we
person.
need the ego, right? Don't get me wrong, but they just have to sit a little bit, get out of it a little bit, right? Let's get into pride. Let's get into humbleness. Let's get into empathy. But we need the ego because that's what's going to keep them going.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact. I mean, you could tell a person yes 1,000 times, and that one time you tell them no.
Yeah. It's over.
You the worst.
Yeah.
What?
They got used to that lower level frequency.
You think you all that?
Who you think you are?
Yeah.
Like
that's why immediately let's set that tone. Set that tone, y'all. I'm telling
that's
you.
It.
Raise their frequency in that conversation. Because it'll literally lower, that's lowering. Now y'all had that exchange and that's what it does. And I learned that years ago. Years ago. People will tell you Beverly is not loaning money. She is not.
Let me borrow $5.
Absolutely not. What else? Let's talk about something else. Next.
Damn, like, can't get a 5.
Those are them standards.
But look,
it's important.
You said something to me. I'm rewinding it back, right? It stood out to me. You said you don't believe that there are any evil people, right? Now, thinking about what I want to say, right?
Yeah.
Now, I believe, right, that we all have two sides.
Okay.
Right? I believe that, you know, nobody's born evil, right? But we all have choices, right?
Yeah.
You can do the choice to have good deeds, or you can do evil deeds, right? And we have within us a negative side and a
Mhm.
positive side, right?
Mhm.
That's just in life, period, with everything. That's the way the universe works.
Right.
Off of positive and negative.
We're
When you're going to
balanced.
crank your car up, it's not going to crank unless the battery cable is on the positive side and one's on the negative
Right.
side, right? So this is within us too, right? I think the Native Americans talk about, I heard Brother Nur Muhammad say this, but the Native Americans talk about that when they're talking to the younger ones, the elders tell them, look, it's two wolves that live inside of you, right? And the younger one is like, well, which one of them wins? And the elderly tells them, it's the one you feed the most. That's the one that's gonna win. So I do believe that, you know, you can either feed your negative side, your evil side, and that's the type of fruit or things that you're producing in your life, right? Because they say you can tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. So what type of fruit do you want to produce from this tree, right? So you can produce something that's rotten, that is no good for people, that's doing things people wrong and everything.
Yeah.
Or you can produce something that's good to eat from. You can produce something that people can can be nurtured from.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So that just really stood out to me. I wanted to go back on that because
I like that you bring it up.
Because the energy that you're putting out, you're feeding people something that's good for their souls, for their minds. The growth is pushing the culture. You know, this show is called For the Culture. We're pushing the culture for anybody that we have on this show is doing something that pushes us forward in this universe. Right? Because this world belongs to us.
Absolutely.
Right? And it's time for the guys to step back up and claim it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think we need to be intentional when we telling people, like, make sure you putting out the right type of energy.
Yeah.
Because it's important. It's important to look out for one another. Like, we be having sympathy for one another when something happens to one of us, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want something to happen to you, but we need to begin to have empathy for one another. Because when we have empathy for one another, then it's like I feel it.
And we hear each
You know
other
what I mean?
differently.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm here entertaining the fact of the matter that Alex is evil, what is that doing for us in that moment? You know? Am I now tapping into my negative wolf energy? And what is that going to do for us in that situation? What is that going to do for my safety, right? What is that going to do for the conversation maybe that we need to sit down and have? So I guess that's why I put it that way. Not to say we walking around delulu or delusional, because we gotta protect ourselves, we gotta protect our people, we gotta protect what we have built,
Yeah.
and what you have built, right? So it is something to think about when people walk through these doors or when people write you and message you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Are we telling all stories? Are we only telling good stories? What do we want to put out? And how do we mirror goodness, but also entertain or acknowledge both wolves? Because that story is important. That
it is.
Yeah,
it is. It is. It definitely is, man. I think I just feel, I just think it's so important. It's so important what you're doing. It's so important what you're doing out here. What we're doing.
The cipher.
It's important with my man behind the camera over there, what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm some things need to be addressed. Like, I really, real life, didn't think I was gonna make it to be 18. I know it's cliche to say that, you know, most niggas from the hood believe the same thing, but the shit true. Lost a lot of good people. Some of us still ain't recovered from that. I feel it's about time we all addressing some issues. A perfect timing for niggas to grab the tissues. Mama's crying cause those bullets had barely missed you. It hit your cousin when he stepped in cause a nigga dissed you. Now you're feeling obligated to spin back and spin the block. Pressing folks like day, no rent cops. And all you see is blood, so friends turning to ops. And you done with the talking, ready for war with the blocks. You wonder why your heart cold. You lost your soul the same time that casket closed. And then meanwhile, while niggas living their life, your sadness turn to anger, preparing to take a life. What's the cost to have a peace of mind? Do a line of some coke, smoke some weed, give them drink, give them drugs to help them cope. And it's harder when you broke, and it's harder when you black. And it's hard to be a man when they taking all your land and they killing all your folks, pushing us to vote. With all due respect, grandmama, it's a joke. Land of the free where they enslave all our blacks. Shackled on your brain and put them taxes on your back. The things that were done in the dock to keep the lights on, we don't even speak on. The pastors can't preach on. We really had to light the stove to keep the heat on. Select pieces and chicken tenders was keeping us going. Shootouts on the blocks, overdosing on rocks. Civilian lifestyles, but we never spoke to the cops. I miss summer days when most of us would chill on the block, talking shit on the stoop before we rode in the coupe. Before we lost Tandre and Monte, a couple more Padres. Our lifestyle been a sad song before Ride Wave. Before Ride Wave. Damn. Nigga, we lost Kevo, then we lost T-Man. Drugs took Sergio, the neighborhood He-Man. Never been chained by this world, as a free man. As a free man. As a free look. I done gave away dollars, encouraged niggas to dream. I put my time in, supported my whole team. Paid rent, paid dues, gave food, gave cars, house fools. You choose, either way I lose. I done did everything but show niggas my scars. I passed off chicks and gave niggas the lob. A few hated on me and tried to send me to God, but my conscience kicked in before I could catch a charge. And being a good person sadly ain't good enough. I mask what I feel by walls I'm putting up. Pain buried deep, cause loyalty paid a price. I cut a few ties with people I tethered life.
It all counts.
Yeah. It all adds to the...
We have the opportunity to write our history from here on out.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care about what happened yesterday or last month or last year, right? Today, the present time, we have the opportunity every day that you wake up, living and breathing and moving around and in good health and in your right mind, you have the opportunity to create a new history for the culture.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And we just need to take that in mind. We need to take that in mind, man.
It's like, cause your legacy is important. What you know, like y'all said, what you put out and what you leave here, like after you aren't here, you know. So, especially for the younger generation.
You know, what do you believe your full purpose or potential? Well, what do you believe your full purpose is in life, in this lifetime, right? I know you believe you're living in it right now. Is there something else that you feel that you're called to do, or you feel like maybe it hasn't came to you yet? You're just living day to day, right? You're taking it one day at a time, just putting in the work that you're putting in now, and you'll let that next thing speak to you? Or have you thought about it already?
Every day. That's one thing I try to stop ruminating on, if I'm being honest. Because one thing we don't talk about is when you're so self-aware, you always feel like there's more or like you're not doing enough. And that can be something that I could begin to suffer from if I'm not careful. But I also think it's very important to think about it. So a good dance and a good balance. But I think today, if I could put a word to it, it would be to practice. And it's interesting because I'm a practitioner who practices psychology, but I think my mission is to remain in practice. And what I mean by that is the question you asked me earlier of what do you do to maintain this energy, your peace? What do you practice? Your work. How do you crossed off all these accolades, you serve, but what do you practice in there? Is it love? Is it change? So I make sure to latch on to that word, and that way I'm also able to allow myself grace or compassion if that practice looks different tomorrow. God may tap me on the shoulder and be like, okay, we got to pivot. And so I never want to lock into a mission per se, but I want to be like, okay, we're practicing freedom. We're practicing honesty. We're practicing empathy. We're practicing putting out our ancestors' stories, living by what the way the road they paved for us. That's a practice to make sure we're living by that and speaking on that. So that's a field and arena that I'm confident in just saying I'm here to practice that. I'm here to practice what I'm called to say in that moment. Sometimes it's that simple too. But I release ownership of that.
I feel
if
like
that
you're
makes
talking to
sense.
me right now.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Okay. Say more.
you're helping me, right? I'm being helped right now in this moment by talking to you, all seriousness, right? Because I'm always thinking about the next move. I'm always thinking about what needs to be done and still trying to be in the present because things need to be done in the present. And I feel myself rushing, but I feel like it was a time of where that got me though to where I needed to be because some days, right, I can just think about like leading up to, becoming a business owner because at first I was an entrepreneur and now I'm a business owner, right? But I can remember the days where I would be putting in work and then the days where I felt like I was slacking a little bit, right? And I'd be like, or I could be putting in work and I'm like, yo, you ain't doing enough, bro. Like you can go harder than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You did 50 shirts a day, man. If you had just stayed a little extra 15, 20 minutes, you could have knocked out that 100. You know what I'm saying? You would have been more prepared. Right? And I was always on myself like that. And for real, I felt like I tapped into a superpower when I would do that, right? But that's just me though. Right? But I felt like it was like putting on the armor and I was like, let's go.
That was your practice in that moment.
I guess so. But now, right, I find myself telling myself that at times I'm like, yo, you gotta go a little harder, bro. Because I feel like we all are on at times, and maybe it's just me being on borrowed time. Because we all are here for a season. I remember me and you talked off camera one time earlier or whatever about like, it was like, do you feel like you completed your mission then if we are reincarnated and come back again?
Is our goal to complete
was your goal
or is
completed
it not?
when you come back? And I thought about that and I was like, man, I need to do it. If I have to come back and finish this thing, I need to be able to take this baton as far as I can get it, because I want to
complete
be,
it.
I want to be chilling when I come back.
I hear
You know
you.
what I'm saying? But I was like, man, like I always think about that. But I think it's it's a little bit more pressure on me now because I hadn't got to this point and I was trying to get to this point. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have as much responsibility as I have now
Mm-hmm.
either, right? Because then it's just more about, you know, just trying to get this hustle, this business together to be able to get to this next step, to be able to have a store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I'm standing behind a table, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a festival trying to sell people my
Mm-hmm.
shirts
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, right? And so that was the only thing I was worried about then. I didn't have employees,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I didn't have other people's livelihoods and that was wrapped up in what I'm doing. And so
Mm-hmm.
now it's like a different type of pressure. And then also too with thinking about, I don't mean to ramble on either, but
No,
thinking
speak your
about
piece. Uh-huh.
thinking about like the opportunities that we're able to provide, right? For kids and people in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that was always the goal before I got here. I thought about like why I must make this work. Right at that time. So that was a pressure that I had on me at that time too,
Okay.
because it wasn't just about me being able to sell shirts or get off shirts and have a clothing brand
It
or
was the
something like that.
message.
It was about the
Mm-hmm.
message. It was about being able to create something that was going to help change the trajectory of what was going on in my community.
Yeah.
Right. And so now being able to create those opportunities, right, is now that I'm like, okay, well, what's next
Mm-hmm.
that needs to be
Right.
added, right? What program is next, right? And then you thinking about everything that's missing in your community, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of the things that we lacking on, right? You know, we lacking on people in our community going to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a whole plethora of people
A
that's
hub.
out there that look
Mm-hmm.
like you, that's doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these are the things, and I know you got it, right? But what can I do
What
to
else can we do?
help assist
Yeah.
in what this sister is doing? What type of program do I need to have implemented right
For us
now
to do it here.
within my
Because they say we
program?
need to go where the
Yeah.
people are.
Right.
So how do we bring that practice here?
Right.
Um,
So I
you
feel like
know.
I need to create that
Okay.
situation so that Dr. Beverly can come
Yeah.
and talk to the people that need it in my community.
Absolutely.
So that's the type of pressure that I find myself dealing with from time to time. Just those different things that I see that can be done through
Yeah.
what I'm doing, but it's like I got a terrific team, right? Like Carlos Paradise, I love them.
Yes.
dudes, right?
Shout out
Like,
to Carlos
shout
Paradise.
out. My man's out there in Art Valley
Shout
right
out.
now, getting it in.
Getting it.
You know?
Uh-oh. Am I
But
touching this mic?
you messing up the church's money.
Oh, wait. It's a
You
little
good?
thing.
Yeah, it's there.
I'm good.
It's still there. Yeah, you good.
Okay.
You good. But
yeah.
it's like,
and it's a
yeah.
dance, because to bring it back to the practice and the mission, how do we balance Prince, Carlos, Paradise, and y'all maintaining that equilibrium and being able to also embrace this journey and this reap the fruits, right? God wants us to have the fruits now
That's a fact.
and enjoy the love
That's a fact.
from the people in the community
That's a fact.
in this time, right here, right now,
Yeah, that's a
and
fact.
where we at. So you can, because that'll feed you your power, I think, to sleep at night, to keep going, but to lock in on your practices and your needs, so those are met.
I mean, I'm thankful every day. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm thankful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for being able to be on this mission. I'm thankful that Allah chose me to do what I'm doing, right? It's just that sometimes I feel like, and I probably need to get out of that. I feel like sometimes, like, you know, dang, you gonna lose a little sleep, buddy. You know what I'm saying? By going ahead and, you know, or you got that time where you like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and then I feel guilty by just going ahead and laying down and laying my head down and getting that extra sleep. When it's like, come on, bro, get your butt up,
When
man.
it's time to get
your
up,
butt up,
that's the
man.
hardest.
Yeah,
we
get
don't
on
even
up.
talk about that part enough.
No, man, you slacking. Get up,
Right,
man.
exactly.
But maybe I needed that sleep though.
Right.
And I'm making myself feel guilty about trying to take that, but I'm feeling like maybe I'm missing something.
Your body might
if
know.
I do it.
That's me.
Yeah, your body might know.
That's me.
For me, it's the night owl time when I'm like, all right, now we're going down a rabbit hole with some of this research or some of this writing or whatever I'm producing in that moment. And those are the most important parts to lock in, I think, to your physical health or your spiritual health. And you know when it's time to lay down.
Yeah.
And we don't have our moms or pops to let us know that it's time to close your eyes, son.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's time to wake up at dawn.
Man, I remember them nights though to like put in work and not catching any sleep, right? You know, I worked for the government once upon a time and used to have to be up to work at like 7:30 in the morning. And it was a 9 to 5, and I remember getting off in that evening and going to my cousin's house. Shout out to my cousin, to his crib, and we had the shop inside of this little shed, right? And I remember getting off work, picking up my son. He would be coming with me, or he would be with his mother. But I would be going to the shop, and I'd be in that shop from the time that I got off work to like 2:30.
Working your 5 to 9.
In the morning.
Or in this case,
you know
5 to 2.
And then rushing home, laying down for a little bit, waking up to get ready to go to work. And by the time I lay down and close my eyes, it's time to get up. And it's like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
You did that. Okay.
But sometimes I think those that's what makes me think sometimes that those moments might need to be sacrificed sometimes because it's for the greater good. Like if I hadn't had that type of energy, right, then
this
maybe
wouldn't
I
be
wouldn't. Yeah, you know. So
it all
I don't
happens
know.
for a reason.
Yeah, sometimes, man. But I think though too, maybe now I may be in the. That's why I'm meeting Dr. Beverly. Maybe it's time. You know, this is my warning of like, yo, get it together, buddy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't no spring chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We need the sleep.
Yeah. You know, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good though. I ain't got no grays.
We looking good.
You know what I'm saying?
Full head of hair. Full head of hair.
You know?
Skin glowing.
Yeah, I think my pops was bald at my age.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
doing something right.
Yeah, I ain't mean,
This
hey pops,
generation.
I ain't,
We
know,
love
I ain't
you.
talking. Yeah, I love you,
But we doing something different this
know.
generation. We
No,
taking
for
the
sure.
energy and we doing something different with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gadget
Absolutely.
too. I catch Gadget hating on me from time to time when he see my plaques.
Gadget looking young too now.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
But nah.
I want to talk about you have a thrift shop or consignment shop?
I did. Everything's in consignment. And your story reminds me of that. 2018, 19, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I think then is when I realized that I could tap into other fields and missions and ideas and hone in on my creative work. So I started that consignment or vintage.
Yeah.
Passion project is what I called it at that time because I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about the money. I was thinking about community. I was thinking about tapping into what I like to do.
Okay.
And I had to create time. At the time, I was still active duty, waking up 4, going to bed late. We experienced COVID, right? Experiencing that time and that shift. But I think that moment in itself allowed me to see, okay, there's more. That's the easiest and simplest way to put that whole experience. It taught me how to think outside the box. It taught me how to trust myself, and hone into who you are and how, how I care to look, although I'm in this field that's not designed to look like me. So much deeper than just like this fashion, and I'm not sure if that resonates with y'all.
It does.
But
yeah.
And you're very stylish.
it taught me we need that. Like it's important to find what you need and what you're good at and what eye did God give you. And for me, that's clearly fashion. It's colors, and find out what colors do for you.
Yeah.
What colors do for others.
I'm big on that too, yeah.
And then how to run business, because that's something else we're not taught along with mental health.
Yeah.
It's how to run business.
So did it help any that you're from the fashion capital? That's what I always say.
I
fashion capital, New York City.
I did.
And,
but I also got some lessons out of it. I need
she
to
probably
be a
beefing
prince.
over here because she think DC the fashion capital and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Really? Nike boot
Do
champs.
y'all hear this? Oh.
Okay, we got a New Yorker in the house. So that's where I think I got it all. But yeah, thank you
it
for
influenced
asking.
me though. New York City influenced me with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, living there for a little bit.
The swag.
It influenced me. Yeah, it definitely did.
Definitely.
Everybody
Y'all
relate.
definitely swag.
It's a VA swag, but everybody come in here and be like, "Yo, you from Cali? You from LA?"
They pick up
you
different
do give
vibes.
a Cali. You do give a Cali vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just a VA thing anyway.
And it's crazy that we pick up that. It's like it's a psychology behind it. What do you mean I give off Cali or I give off New York?
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's crazy. It's a silent way of communicating with our people.
But you from New York though. I'm not from Cali.
It's a vibe.
You know what I'm saying?
You pick up.
Shout out to Cali. I love my all my LA brothers out there.
It's all love, y'all.
And Dago and the Bay and all of that. I love y'all out there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Give it up for the homie in the back, neighborhood nip. You know what I'm saying? But
you give that though. Give a little nip.
You got the light.
Cool.
That
I
West
got
Coast
the light. I got the light.
It's something about fashion.
Maybe the brother out there carried the light, and it's a similar vibe or whatever. I am a Gemini though. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm with two Geminis.
Yeah.
What side am I tapping in tonight?
You in good company. Just know you in good company.
One of my best friends is a Taurus though, so we vibe. We get along very well.
And I say we're all at our best when we're grounded in our own element. So whatever element it is for y'all, I'm sure y'all tap into that. And when are you at your best as it pertains to Gemini or much more? We could go. That's a whole different conversation in astrology, right? But I know I'm my best when my bull is grounded. And then I could apply that real bull pressure where it needs to be applied.
Okay.
But when she's not grounded, she's reckless. Right. Or she's harnessing now that other wolf and not putting it towards the business or the work or, So I think we're just our best when we're grounded in good, safe space.
I think the Taurus sign is a great sign because you in good company over there. Like we in good company. We got my man Pac is a Gemini.
Yeah.
Kendrick is a Gemini. Kanye, the old Kanye.
The OG.
The Kanye going through something right now.
Kanye that's grounded.
There you go.
But my man Kanye though,
it's all love.
It's definitely all love now. Yeah. But the brother, he going through some things, and not going through some things is then sort of say, he off his rocker, because we ain't talking like that about the brother over here. What we saying is the brother sees some things that other people don't see.
And it's how to communicate that.
Yeah, it's hard to communicate that. But I hear you, dog.
Right.
I
So
see
I
you.
understand.
I understand. And
Yeah.
I think that, you know, we all get um, black people anyway. We are have always been in a position where we've been what's the word I'm looking for? Not misunderstood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
not
So
for everybody to understand.
No.
You
yeah,
know,
that's a
it's
fact.
for who
That's a
can
For
fact.
you.
That's a
receive
fact. But
with
they made
that.
it a problem though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What they call you the
Yeah.
angry black woman when
They
you
do.
you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, or you know, oh look at this brother right here. He about to flip. Nah, come on, man.
Yeah.
I've been in those type of, you know, you've been in, you still in
Yeah.
the military, but I've been in the military and I was a youngster when I went in and everything, and I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So transitioning from that, being able to do what I wanted to do and move how I wanted to move, and then coming into that, and then dealing with people that I always had a problem with authority too, right? Which I learned, and I'm glad I did learn to. Before you could ever become a leader, you have to first be a follower, right? But I couldn't get with it being in there, people telling me what to do, and especially, you know, we had this thing where we used to say you high speed, right?
Okay.
And that
What's that
meant like
about?
Right.
being high speed means, you know, you on your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you at the top level of everything that you're doing amongst your peers.
And they made that seem like a issue or a problem
Nah,
sometimes.
it was more so like you have a superior, right? And you doing everything to the best of your ability, right? And when we having running groups, I'm in A group. My guy that's in charge, he in C group, a B group, meaning he can't run
He's
like I'm
behind.
running. You know what I'm saying? So you watch that, and then somebody trying to come and tell you what to do or get on you about something. It's like, bro, you ate up like a soup sandwich.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
And
How
then
you
what are
gonna
you
come and
really
talk
trying to
to me?
say?
Yeah.
Just say you want to get like me,
Yeah,
or
that's
we
it.
should run together.
Yeah.
A lot of the time
There
it's
you go.
pride and ego
It is.
shifted.
Yeah.
Do you deal with that? Have you dealt with that in your military career?
Absolutely. Because when you said that, I thought back to a time where I was told to chill out essentially, or to take it down a notch, you know, because I was always setting a different kind of tone, setting a different kind of standard, and seeing where we needed more in this field and in this work. And of course, as a woman of color, as a woman in power, and learning herself, because at that time I was very much so learning, and I can proudly say that. Was still holding myself to this echelon that was, they told me to chill and to slow down, and that's not my place.
Wow.
And so in those moments, in those times, again, choice, we have breath, we have choice. So we have to really think about our next move and the best move, right? Is it gonna be to mess up this moment and how I'm moving because I wanna let them know don't play with me?
Exactly.
Or is it gonna be, let me show them?
Yeah.
And I chose the latter option. And I took the role that I wanted, you know. I chose VP over treasurer, to put kind of context to it. You know, I chose to be a vice president versus a treasurer. When I was told to choose something else, or not even choose to be on the board, right? So you have to really believe in yourself and who you are, no matter who you're following. Because again, I was following, I was learning, I was being taught, but I was also being told to bring it down a notch.
But see, I want to go back to that moment where you said you had the choice to go, you know, this way or that way, like, and how you responded. Like, a lot of people don't do that. They just kind of react.
Yes.
You know, so I think that that's really important to do. And yeah, you have to, you know, think before you
It's a fact.
You picked up the
I
gem.
was a reactor.
You picked up the
Yeah.
gem. Yeah.
I was
And
a reactor.
that's part of releasing too. So not
Yeah.
to say that you can't speak your piece, but sometimes we need a
That's
minute.
how.
We need
Yeah.
a minute
Think about it first.
and harness that energy.
Yeah, and it's like
Mhm.
I try to tell people this all the time, like, don't respond when you're angry, like, because I'm sure that upsets you, and you
This is
could have
true.
just, it's like, hold on, let me take a
Right.
minute. It's okay to do that. Like, take a minute, then go back, So,
I'll be honest. I walked out because I think that's important. Transparency is important so we can all learn.
yeah.
I do remember how I reacted. I walked out and I cried.
Mm,
Yeah, I was
Wow.
hurt.
yeah.
I was underestimated, and those are supposed to be my leaders. So what does this mean? Now I'm in this
Right.
office and I know who my leaders are and what they
Yeah.
think of me. But I think I was able to harness that energy for real, for real. So I cried, I released it.
Mm-hmm.
I might have prayed. I might have, said some words of encouragement to myself. But again, I was moving differently. So, vented a little bit to the homies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I harnessed that energy. I took that and built my resume of power, woman in power.
That's good. Yeah.
Dang, you took that high road
Yeah,
because,
that's good.
and it made you a better leader.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I would never say that to someone else or make them feel less than a role that they want to stand in and walk in proudly.
That's a fact.
Like, yeah, let's try it,
That's a fact.
And it's like you said something earlier, like you didn't give them your power, like you didn't allow them to control that. So
Man, better than me because I remember like, when I was in, I
They would have
lost
been a
it.
debate.
Oh, I lost it.
Yeah, like,
I
what you
lost
mean?
it. I mean, I done
Right.
stood up
I shouldn't go for this.
I done stood up in sergeants' faces. Like, what? Who you talking to? You don't know me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been like that. About to get an Article 15. And yo, shout out to my man. God rest his soul right now. He passed away a few years ago.
I'm sorry.
He was like a OG to me in there. You know what I'm saying? They always say when you go to the military, you meet somebody that reminds you of somebody where you're from.
Yeah.
And when you get in there, they kind of like took care of you.
They take care of you.
Yeah.
And he took care of me. Man, we got a tattoo. He
That's
got a
love.
tattoo on his arm. And I got mine right there. He got one on his too. But he was an older cat, but he was from the streets. I'm gonna go ahead and say his name because I want to,
Shout him
make sure
out.
his memory live
Yeah.
on. His Staff Sergeant Minuet Lee, Sergeant Lee. Man, he took care of me, yo. He kept the people that would have tried to do me in, that could have, gave me an Article 15, bust my rank down, made it hard for me while I
Gave
was
you
in
a
the
rap
military.
sheet.
Yeah, gave
They
me a
can't
rap
wait.
sheet.
Yeah.
And he always kept people at bay.
That's what's up.
I remember one time, right? I got into it with like another soldier, and it was over a female, right? Being, transferred. It was actually, I'm being honest, it was my son's mama, right?
Look at that.
But me and her was talking, but she had I guess, a ex that she wasn't dealing with anymore, and then me and her was talking and whatever, and he got upset that she just didn't want to talk to him no more, mess with him, and so this guy wanted to do me some harm for real.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember I went into the military with my cousin too. And shout out to him too. Because when we were we was at this club, right? And this guy tried to like step to us or whatever, right? And so, we trying to have a good time, right? And I know we're talking off the subject right now, but this is our thing.
Yeah.
But he ended up like smushing the young lady that was with me. Right?
Like a
Yeah,
physical. He was
and I'm
upset.
like, yeah, he was upset. And I'm like, yo, it's not about to go down. Like,
No.
and somebody was like, yo, somebody trying to fight your cousin. My cousin heard, oh man, he came through there. I ain't even have to do nothing. He hopped on him, man, and blessed him real quick with some hands.
Okay.
And
She was good.
Yeah, and we continue to put feed the body, and we got into it with him, kind of messed him up a little bit. We left there. Don't you know this guy looked for me for days, for weeks
For
after
what?
this?
Right.
After he got that whooping, he won't satisfy
not let it
me.
go.
Yeah,
He wanted his
won't
lick
let the, yeah,
back.
he want the, and I had to confront this guy like
We're not.
two
No,
times,
no.
right?
That is crazy.
And the last time, right, he was looking for me with like a gun. Right?
Whoa.
He was going, and so suddenly, that's the only reason I'm talking, because I got to give my man his props, his flowers.
Let's give it to him.
He stepped there. He was like, he called me, and he ended up getting in touch with the dude, because when we actually went to the guy's bergs, I went in, he wasn't there because he was calling my phone. I'm gonna do this. I was like, yo, I'm here at your spot right now. What's up? And took his ID card because he wasn't there, and I knew he was gonna have to come get his ID card. And so we ended up meeting up, and Sean Lee was there to mitigate the whole thing. He was like, y'all gonna fight,
and
that's
this is
gonna be it.
Right.
And so we got into it, and put them paws on him.
Yeah.
And then my cousin pulled up, and his homeboy was there. My cousin put the paws on his homeboy,
Oh, Lord.
and then that was it. You know what I'm saying? But just saying,
I'm
just
glad
the type
y'all
of
were
shit
safe,
that
though,
that
'cause that's a
we
big
went
deal.
through. Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish they could do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Now they just want to pull out,
Yeah, put them guns down.
Crazy.
Put them hands up.
Fight and let it be that.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it be that. You know what I'm saying? But
I would
just
love to see
saying.
people have a conversation, because it'll be crickets. Like,
Did you ever get into
I
it
want to see.
in the military?
Honestly,
Anything?
no.
Mm.
No.
Were you always this calm, like your voice? It's just like, it's very like
I never
Erica
noticed it.
Badu-ish. You know what
Yo,
I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Yeah,
I never noticed it. And I always thought my voice was raspy and hard, so we didn't appreciate it at first. But the energy's always been there. But I think, like we talked about off camera, I've had my share of, I guess, how would I call it? Just being an angel, not aware of her wings. And what that looks like for me. But I like to say I've been blessed and protected, because never any fights that I could brag about, unless I take it like way back into childhood, where we're not aware of how to communicate. But adults they stay there. And I was like, no, we leaving that back there.
That's big for you to say, because you from New York City. They used to get it popping.
Boogie down Bronx.
You know what I'm saying?
Mom wasn't playing that. She was like, you're not out here in these streets. Shout out to Mom.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, no.
It's like,
why?
Nah, not you. Get in this house.
Right.
Why? I'm really thinking now, though. I think I fought with my best friend in the church. That was probably my only physical interaction. And it was so childish.
Wow.
We were probably expressing our anger and feelings towards the environment. That's what I came up with. We might have been in 8th grade, 7th grade, babies.
You can get away with that.
And who knows what that was really about? It's blurry, but no. Today, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And again, most of my beef was with leadership. So they weren't really fighting.
You weren't going to the church with the preacher where he had was up there preaching and they pulled a gun out on him.
No,
that time.
I think the school.
About? Then he ended up going to jail.
I think the school was shut down though.
Is it?
Yeah, the church was attached to my middle school.
Y'all don't know that. Y'all ain't never seen that about the preacher. I think he was.
He pulled out a gun for real.
He didn't pull out the gun. I think somebody pulled a gun on him. And he was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?" I think he just recently got locked up too up there.
A preacher got a gun.
The preacher
pulled
was he
in
from
New
Brooklyn
York?
or yeah, he was from Brooklyn or the Bronx.
They wanted to shoot up the preacher.
The
you
preacher,
know that
I can't. I don't even. It ain't even worth saying his name. I don't want to put him out there like that. But the people that know what I'm talking about.
He had beef.
You know. the Gucci preacher. He always had the Gucci suits on.
See, he
and all
probably
of
had
that.
some stuff going on behind the scenes. That's what that is.
You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
crazy.
But also too, like, yeah, your voice is very calm, it's very soothing, and a lot of New York City girls don't usually talk
Just
like
the
that
girls,
sometimes.
the guys and
I
the
mean, the
girls.
guys, you know, they be,
We be
you know,
bugging out.
but sometimes you can't tell the difference.
I think I get loud when I'm laughing and cackling, but again, where do I want to exert this energy?
Yeah.
Is it just in being loud?
You know what I'm saying?
And what does that do? So where's my energy not going? That's how I look at it.
Because I've dated New York City girls before, and like,
It gets crazy.
You hear me talking to you?
I spoke to someone about that. They were like, so what does it take for you to get on edge or angry? And I'm like, I can't remember the last time.
For her? Wow. Yeah. Wow. I gotta find that. I mean, I don't be getting angry either though. Like, I be chilling.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for me to like really go off.
And then if I feel it, I'm like, we just need space. We need time.
Yeah.
I don't even get angry, man. Like, to the point of like, I don't like to argue. I don't like to do none of that.
No.
Like, it's just like, yo, we can't communicate right now. Let me go take my little break.
Yeah, I'll be back.
And I learned, you learn, and you putting yourself first, and you taking care of that nervous system.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because once we turn it up, that's when things go left.
Is thrown off. Yeah,
we're not even making smart decisions at that point. We're not thinking about safety at that point. So maybe that was my turning point and my lesson to take in and harness and share with others.
Man.
Yeah.
Look, this conversation has definitely been enlightening for me. I feel like I got helped out.
I was about to say
with
it was
this conversation.
Therapy.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was a little moment. I was like,
hopefully in a dope way though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And same with y'all, by the way. We don't understand the power in ourselves all around.
Yeah.
Being able to be heard, be felt, y'all feeling me does something as well. And then a few things y'all said too, I'm gonna have to go ahead and think about. I'm sure they're gonna think about too.
For sure.
I mean, let's go ahead and lead the people, right? You got something to say?
That's what I was about to say.
Go ahead.
No, I think I was going to say what you were about to say.
Go
like,
ahead.
if she had a message,
you take it from here. Come on, let's go.
If you had anything that, something to leave the people right now, like, what would it be? Like, let's say to the younger generation about like the importance of, having good energy and like being in control of your feelings and all that. If you could say something, what would it be?
I think it would be that I want you to remember to remove the pressure off of yourself. From the moment we're born, there's a pressure. In that hospital bed, usually, to carry a load that doesn't even belong to us. And I want y'all to know that it's okay to put that down. It's okay to put that down. And it's also okay to charge. I was about to say, can I curse on here? Charge the fuck up when you need to and harness that energy because it belongs to you.
Yeah.
And remember your power. And that's really it, because it's never any pressure. I feel like we all know what we need, what we want. Sometimes we might not know what we want, but we know what we need. And listen when your body's talking to you and telling you what you need. Okay?
That part.
And that's really it. I love y'all. And remember to love yourselves.
There you go.
And we love you too.
I love y'all too.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. Real.
What can they find you at on social medias and all of that good stuff? Get in contact with
Beverly.Heals, Heals, for the healing energy. Renowned. I'll take DMs. I'm not too good for them.
Yeah.
I will give you my phone number, child. Just reach out. Let me know how you would like to connect. Reach out to Prince here. Reach out to my queen here.
Sure.
That's really it.
I had one more thing. I wanted to actually start doing this each show.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah.
Leave us with like a good book. I don't know, like a good book that we can get some good gems from.
Yes. The Untethered Soul, the author's not coming to me, but The Untethered Soul would be one to tap into a self-awareness, spiritual journey kind of vibe. And now I have to talk about health because we're on a nervous system vibe. But What the Health or You Are What You Eat, I want to say.
Okay, that's a good one.
And I'm taking back my health.
Those are good books.
So those are very two important things, because if it's one thing we might not be in control of, it's the things our body would do.
Right.
Because of what we're putting inside of it. And we don't realize that affects our attitudes, if it affects our energy, and what we put out into this world. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's anything you're going to get from me is spirituality. It's guidance on your own self-awareness journey. It's also research surrounding health and wealth and wellness. So
that's a fact.
Well, that's great. Thank you
Just
so
to
much.
piggyback off of that, just in case y'all ain't understand it, what you should have, but what you put into your body is what comes out.
It's
Right?
simple, yeah. You got it.
And that's whether it's the energy that you're producing out here, the thoughts, what you let come out of your mouth and say to people, all of that.
That's gonna come right
You
back.
know what I'm saying? All of this type of stuff caters to your energy and the type of human being that you are.
Yeah.
So you can't, I know we got some swine eaters out there.
Yeah. And remember compassion, though, y'all. Because that's the spiritual side. Because if you're going to do it, own it, take accountability.
It's a fact. And
elevate from there.
Just think about, I ain't, getting, but, some animals have certain traits.
Yeah.
Certain characteristics. And when you take these type of things in, you take on their characteristics and not even really fully knowing why you're feeling the way that you're feeling.
Sluggish,
angry,
tired,
wondering why some of these brothers out here shooting and killing each other.
The sugar.
It's got a lot to do with it. It ain't just about them just being angry out here. It's about the things that they putting inside of their bodies. With the food, the drugs, etc. Food and drugs sometimes work hand in hand. Like the wrong type of food going into your body can affect your way of thinking and the health of your body, just like crack cocaine or coke or heroin or any of that. Think about that.
Not to cut your wisdom, brother. I'm Taking Back My Health, Satan is the book. It took me a minute to think about it. Forget all of those three. The Untethered Soul and I'm Taking Back My Health, Satan. Okay. Written by a brother.
That's
I'm gonna go check those out.
I'm taking back my health,
Satan. It makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yes. It's been a pleasure, y'all.
No,
for sure. Well, y'all, man.
Thanks for the gems, girl.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the space.
For sure.
Absolutely, man. Like
this
I said, this is high level conversations over here too, Keys.
Yes.
But now shout out to you, my dog.
That's how we learn.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Yo, this is another episode of For the Culture. Y'all seen it. Y'all heard it. Live with it. Let's go. Peace.
See y'all later.